This next student is in 4th grade. It is a boy, Collins.
Welcome to episode 79 of Get Struck Tuesdays. This is the creative archetype, Kristopher Collins. And I'm kicking off this episode with a pen and ink drawing. Typically, I only use pencil and Sharpie markers on 11 by 14 inch, 98 pound mixed media paper when drawing pen and ink pieces. Sometimes I also use black India ink. The purpose of the pen and ink drawings is to create something cool with a high contrast, monochrome feel. I've said it many times, but pen and ink art is my base for a lot of my art. I love it black and white as an original, but if I really love the art, I'll take a picture of it, get it into my computer, and edit it in Adobe Illustrator. From there, it'll become vector art. I'll increase the size, add color, and make it into a graphic art poster. This particular piece is honestly personal to my life. The word boogie appears because K-Boogie was one of my nicknames growing up. It was also my first rap name back when I was 12. The number 9 is my number, based on numerology. I've never drawn a 9 like this, just having fun. I also wrote a personal message. I let that slide. Now look at me. This is a great way to handle disrespectful Don't act out of character. They don't even deserve your energy. Just let it be. Karma is the only revenge you need, and you don't have to lift a finger. I call this one moving right along. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. We had some weather. We had some snow and some ice here, so, we were kind of stuck in the house a little bit, right? The sun's out today. It's all melting away, thankfully. We didn't lose power, which is always good. Everybody was all stocked up. Everybody took all the water, all the bread and milk, of course, because everybody, loves their milk sandwiches. So this is my first winter storm in the Collins Bungalow. And I love it here, my new place. I'm so happy, guys. I just don't even know how to explain it. I'm so thankful to the good Lord. It's great. I love my life. I'm really happy right now. And got all the right things in place, all the right people in place. The future is bright. This week I have 2 pieces of art for you, and I knocked those out yesterday. I've got a pen and ink piece for you, heavy on the symbolism. I also have a mixed media watercolor and posca painting. I really love creating art. It's my passion. It's one of the reasons for me being here. It's one of my purposes that I serve while here on earth. I do believe I've been here before, and I do believe that while I may not recall all the details of previous lives, I definitely have taken those lessons learned with me into this life. All those experiences, whether I know it or not. It's one of those things, it's part of your sixth sense as a human being. I like to get up here and talk my shit. A lot of people want to know what's the reason for doing this, especially at age 46, when I should have outgrown it by now, right? Yeah, should have outgrown it by now. Art for me checks a lot of boxes. One of the main things I have to say is the whole creative aspect of it. It's something for me to be proud of. Like when I finish a painting or drawing, I sit back and I admire it myself. But it doesn't just stop right there. Other people admire it. Other people love it. Other people hate it. Other people like it enough to buy it or not. But either way, it's the success of taking this small adventure with a piece of paper or whatever medium and finishing a goal. There's something there to be proud of. Obviously, I love to express myself, and I've been watching a lot of art documentaries lately on YouTube, and I'm a sucker for art documentaries. I love art documentaries. And the more I watch them, the more I understand that I am an artist. Every relationship I've ever been in as an artist, you're gonna see it reflected in my art. Every time I go through some sort of struggle in a relationship or in life, you're gonna see it reflected in my art. So my art is a mirror to my life. It's like a historical documentation, a way to keep up with what Chris is doing in his life. I love to inspire you guys. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I do it not only with my art, but with my words. And a lot of times my words are connected to the art. I just try to light a fire. I try to inspire minds. I try to pull out of them what I know is inside of them. And they might not even know it themselves. But I can see it and I can feel it. The intuition is here with me. What can I say? I like to make beautiful things. I like to make ugly things. I love the reaction, okay? I love the reaction I get from my art. I love the therapeutic element of it, which is huge. Like I tell people all the time, they say, write your way through it. Whenever you're going through something, write your way through it. Journaling, is a big part of getting through tough times. Well, guess what? Art will get you through tough times, and it has gotten me through so many tough times. Look back to Inktober 2025, and you'll see. I was really going through some stuff there. And I'm surprised I was even able to carry on. And there were days where I did not feel like doing art. Art just didn't even matter. But it did. It did matter. It mattered the whole time, and then that never changed. So art is a way for us artists and people who aren't even artists, but specifically us artists, for us to work our way through tough times. And you can just go do your research. There's plenty of therapists using art right now to help a lot of people that have experienced traumatic events in their life. And it helps. It really does. I want to be known as who I am and what I am. And that's an artist. That's why I walk around calling myself the creative archetype, okay? I'm proud of it. And I should be. Like, no matter what happens to me, just know I'll be somewhere creating art. No matter what. I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to say, oh, well, this isn't really making sense anymore because I'm just not making enough money doing it. I actually do create art for the money too. It's not very high on my list of reasons, but it's definitely there. I am an artist. I was born this way. It's in me. And whatever's in me is going to come out. It's just fulfilling a legacy that has been embedded inside of me for who knows how long. I might have been an artist in a previous life. Not sure. But something told me at an early age, go put it down on that paper. Go create this. And I've been doing it ever since, guys. And there have been times where I did doubt myself and say, maybe I shouldn't do this. But that doubt didn't last long because that passion inside of me, that fire that's inside of me, that creative energy had to come out. And I will always be this way. I'll never be ashamed to be an artist. And if you think that's silly, then maybe you need to look in the mirror and look at what you're doing with your life. I'm achieving goals through my art. I'm inspiring people through my art. I'm making myself happy and getting through trauma and pain through my art. I am creating a legacy for my children, for myself, through art. I'm making money through art. So maybe you need to ask yourself, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your life? These mixed media, watercolor, and posca paintings are my bread and butter. I'm always painting florals because of their beauty and symbolic value. But this week, I listened to my mother and included a starfish. When I was a young boy, I lived in Pawleys Island, South Carolina. Yes, I am a Virginia boy. But when we left Pawleys back in 1986, I left a piece of myself there. I've only returned a handful of times, and I can't help but get emotional whenever I do return. I have several homes in this world, and Pawleys Island will always be one of them. Starfish symbolize regeneration, resilience, and divine love. One thing about me is, I'm a resilient man. What can I say? I'm hard to kill. And beyond my physical form, as an artist, I've become immortal. At this point, I can die today, and my art will live forever. Like starfish, I've lost so much, but regenerated much better replacements. Over the years, I've lost love, but I've regained it in myself. At this point in my life, my heart is open to unconditional love, and I know for a fact the love I deserve awaits. Starfish are symbolic for divine love and intuition, and I am rich with intuition. Their five-pointed shape is a symbol of celestial guidance and spiritual insight. Recently, I've undergone a spiritual awakening, not just when it comes to the universe, but also how it relates to my faith in God. I believe my angels have been watching over me, and it's time for me to collect my blessings. Starfish are also known for their adaptability and persistence. They live in the turbulent intertidal zones and are symbols of flexibility, resourcefulness, and patience, all of which are great qualities. When it comes to cultural and mythological context, starfish, as a spirit animal, they teach that one can cure themselves over time and fill emotional voids with better things. All of this is relatable to me, especially now more than ever. Yes, this starfish is dancing through the turbulent tide, letting go of the control that once pushed love away, allowing faith to take over, to let God do his work. The odds are too crazy to find something like this, but it's no surprise that miracles do exist. One day soon, it'll all make sense. But until then, we dance. And even though we lost little, it feels so good knowing we're in the process of gaining much, much more than we ever imagined, more than we ever knew we deserved.
I'm a wild boy!